Is it actually possible to build a Barndominium for under $100,000 in 2025? The answer is yes, but there's a massive catch that most YouTube videos won't tell you. I'm about to show you exactly what's realistic, what's not, and the 3 strategies that actually work if you're serious about building on this budget. Before we dive in, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon, because next week I'm revealing the exact cost breakdown of a real $87,000 barndo build, line by line. You don't want to miss that. Today we're tackling the most requested topic on this channel, barndominiums under $100,000. I'm going to be brutally honest with you, because there's a lot of misleading information out there. Some channels show you these gorgeous finished barndos and claim they cost under $100K, but they're leaving out massive chunks of the budget. We're not doing that here. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you can realistically build for under $100,000, what corners you can cut safely, which ones you absolutely cannot, and the biggest mistakes that will blow your budget. Stick around, because I'm also sharing real examples and actual numbers from people who've done this successfully. What under $100K really means. Let's get real right from the start. When I say under $100,000, we need to define what that includes. There are 3 different scenarios, and you need to know which one you're actually looking at. Scenario 1 is shell only. This is just the basic metal building structure with no interior finishing, no plumbing, no electrical, no insulation. This is absolutely achievable under $100,000, and it's where most people start. Scenario 2 is DIY finish. You buy the shell, then you do most or all of the interior work yourself. This is how most true under $100K builds happen. You're providing the labor, which saves $30,000 to $60,000 in contractor costs. Scenario 3 is turnkey ready to move in. I'm going to be straight with you. A truly finished move-in ready barndominium for under $100,000 is extremely difficult in 2025 unless you're building very small, in a low-cost area, or getting an exceptional deal. Most turnkey barndos cost $100 to $200 per square foot, which puts even a small 1,000 square foot build at $100,000 to $200,000 total. So when you see those under $100K claims, always ask, what's included? Most of the time, they're talking about the shell only or a heavy DIY build. The math that actually works. Let me break down what under $100,000 can realistically get you. For a shell-only build, you can get a 30 by 40 foot barndominium shell, that's 1,200 square feet, for approximately $25,000 to $40,000. A 40 by 50 foot shell, that's 2,000 square feet, runs $35,000 to $55,000. Or a 40 by 60 foot shell, that's 2,400 square feet, costs about $45,000 to $65,000. These prices include the metal building kit, delivery, and basic installation. They do not include foundation, insulation, interior walls, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, or finishes. Now here's the realistic DIY budget breakdown for finishing that shell. Foundation and site prep runs $8,000 to $20,000 depending on soil conditions and whether you do a slab or pier and beam. Insulation, and you need spray foam, costs $5,000 to $12,000 for proper coverage. Electrical, if you do it yourself with inspection, runs $3,000 to $8,000 in materials. Plumbing materials cost $2,000 to $6,000, more if you hire a plumber. HVAC system costs $3,000 to $8,000 for a mini split system or basic unit. Interior walls and drywall run $3,000 to $8,000 in materials if you DIY. Flooring, going budget-friendly, costs $2,000 to $6,000. Kitchen and bathroom fixtures run $4,000 to $10,000 for budget options. Windows and doors cost $3,000 to $8,000. Septic system, if needed, costs $3,000 to $10,000. Well or water hookup, if needed, costs $3,000 to $12,000. And permits and inspections run $1,000 to $3,000. If you add all this up, a DIY finish on a 1,200 square foot shell could realistically cost $40,000 to $60,000 in materials beyond the shell, putting your total at $65,000 to $100,000 if you're efficient and do most of the work yourself. For a 2,000 square foot barndo, You're looking at $80,000 to $120,000 total with DIY labor. The 3 strategies that work. Now let's talk about the 3 proven strategies for building under $100,000. Strategy 1 is start with the shell and finish over time. Buy your shell and get it weather-tight. Move in with basic utilities, just enough to be livable. Finish 1 room at a time, as budget allows. This is how many people successfully build under budget. You might live in a partially finished space for a year or 2, but you're building equity and avoiding debt. I know a couple in Texas who bought a 1,500 square foot shell for $42,000, got basic electric and plumbing in for another $15,000, and lived in it while finishing room by room over 18 months. Total cost after 2 years was $89,000, and they paid cash the whole way. Strategy 2 is go small and efficient. Build a 600 to 1,000 square foot barndo instead of trying to maximize size. Smaller means less material, less labor, lower utility costs, and easier to finish yourself. A well-designed 800 square foot space can feel surprisingly spacious with open concept design and high ceilings. You can build a nice 800 square foot turnkey barndo for $80,000 to $95,000 if you're smart about it. Strategy 3 is provide sweat equity on a larger build. Hire out the technical stuff like foundation, plumbing, electrical, and HVAC that require licenses and expertise. Do everything else yourself, including insulation, drywall, painting, flooring, trim work, and cabinet installation. This hybrid approach lets you save $20,000 to $40,000 in labor while ensuring critical systems are done correctly. You can realistically build a 1,500 square foot barndo for under $100,000 using this method if you're handy and committed. What you can afford to cheap out on. Let's talk about where you can save money without destroying quality. You can go basic on interior finishes like using vinyl plank flooring instead of hardwood, laminate countertops instead of granite or quartz, and stock cabinets instead of custom. You can save thousands here without sacrificing functionality. You can DIY where it makes sense. Paint your own walls, install your own trim, do your own landscaping, and build your own deck or porch. These are labor-intensive, but not technically difficult. You can use reclaimed or surplus materials. Check Habitat Restore, Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace for doors, windows, fixtures, and materials. I've seen people save $5,000 to $10,000 this way. You can start with minimal bedrooms. Build a 1 or 2 bedroom layout instead of 3 or 4. You can always add on later when budget allows. You can skip luxury features for now. No walk-in closets, no soaking tubs, no fancy light fixtures initially. Get functional first, upgrade later. What you cannot cheap out on. Now here's what you absolutely cannot skimp on, and this is critical. Foundation is non-negotiable. A bad foundation will cost you tens of thousands to fix later. Do it right the first time, even if it takes more of your budget. Insulation is essential. I cannot stress this enough. Spray foam insulation in a metal building is not optional. Trying to save $3,000 on insulation will cost you that much in energy bills in just a few years. Plus, you'll be miserable with temperature and condensation issues. Structural integrity is vital. Don't cut corners on the building shell itself. Buy from a reputable manufacturer with proper engineering. Cheap metal buildings can have problems with wind resistance and longevity. Plumbing and electrical is critical. These must be done to code. Hire licensed professionals, or at minimum have your DIY work inspected. Water damage from bad plumbing or electrical fires are catastrophic. Roofing and weatherproofing cannot be compromised. Your building must be completely weathertight before you finish the interior. Water intrusion will destroy everything else you invest in. Real examples and actual numbers. Let me share some real builds that came in under $100,000. Example 1 is Oklahoma, 1,000 square feet, $78,000 total. This couple bought a 25 by 40 shell for $28,000, did their own concrete slab for $6,000, spray foam for $4,500, hired electrician and plumber for $11,000 total, installed their own mini split HVAC for $3,200, did all interior finishing themselves using budget materials for $18,000, and used a composting toilet system to avoid septic costs initially, saving $8,000. They lived extremely frugally and finished in 14 months. Example 2 is Tennessee, 1,200 square feet, $92,000 total. This builder bought a 30 by 40 shell for $35,000. Paid for professional foundation for $12,000. Paid for spray foam for $7,000. Did all their own electrical with inspection for $4,500. Did all their own plumbing with inspection for $3,500. Hired HVAC install for $6,500. And did everything else themselves, including reclaimed wood floors, salvage cabinets, and DIY tile work for $23,500. Total time was 11 months, working weekends. Example 3 is Arkansas. 800 square feet, $67,000 total. This was a single guy who went small and simple. He bought a 20 by 40 shell for $22,000. Did a pier and beam foundation himself for $4,000. Spray foam for $3,800. Hired electrician for $3,500. Hired plumber for $2,800. Used window AC units instead of central HVAC for $800. Finished interior very basically with vinyl floors, drywall, and simple fixtures for $12,000. And used existing well and septic on the property, saving thousands. The key thing is he built exactly what he needed, nothing more. The timeline reality. Let's talk about how long this actually takes, because time is money, even if you're not paying yourself. If you're working full-time and building on weekends, expect 12 to 24 months for a complete DIY finish. If you're retired or can work on it daily, expect 6 to 12 months. If you're doing a hybrid approach with some hired help, expect 6 to 9 months. The slower you go, the more you can spread out costs and stay under budget. Rushing costs money. Here's something nobody talks about. Living in a partially finished barndo while completing it is common but challenging. You'll be dealing with dust, noise, and lack of privacy. Make sure you have at least one finished bedroom and bathroom before moving in. Have a realistic completion plan. Don't start 10 projects. Finish one room completely before moving to the next. Hidden costs that blow budgets. Let's talk about the hidden costs that destroy under 100K budgets. Site access and prep can cost $3,000 to $10,000 if your land needs roadwork or clearing. Utility hookups, if you're not near existing lines, can add $5,000 to $20,000 or more. Delivery fees for the shell can be $2,000 to $5,000 depending on distance. Tool and equipment rental, unless you own everything, will add up to $2,000 to $5,000 over the build. Mistakes and rework. Plan for 10% over budget because you will make mistakes. Temporary housing, if you can't live on site, costs money and eats into your budget. Inspections may require corrections that cost extra. And finally, the finish line effect is real. As you get close to done, you'll want nicer fixtures, better flooring, and upgraded finishes. This is where budgets explode. Stay disciplined. Financing an under 100K build. Here's the harsh truth about financing. Traditional mortgages don't work for under 100K builds because you're building it yourself. Most people use one of these options. Land loans if you own the land free and clear, personal loans, though rates are higher, home equity loans if you have another property, construction loans, but minimums are often $150,000 plus. Cash, which is how most true under 100K builds happen. Seller financing on the land can help reduce upfront costs. Many people building under 100K are doing so specifically to avoid debt. They're saving, buying the shell, living in it basically, and finishing over time without loans. Is it worth it? Let's address the big question. Is building a barndominium under $100,000 worth it? The honest answer is it depends on your situation. It's worth it if you're handy and enjoy building. You have time to dedicate to the project. You're willing to live somewhat rough during construction. You can't qualify for traditional financing. You want to avoid debt and build equity, and you're okay with a smaller or simpler home. It's probably not worth it if you have zero construction experience. You need move-in ready immediately. You can qualify for a traditional mortgage easily. You don't have several months to dedicate to the project, or you'll hate living in an unfinished space. Be honest with yourself about your skills, time, and tolerance for roughing it. Many people romanticize the idea, but the reality is hard work. The biggest mistakes. Here are the 5 biggest mistakes that kill under 100K builds. Mistake 1 is underestimating material costs. Prices fluctuate and budget materials still add up fast. Add 15 to 20% to every estimate. Mistake 2 is overestimating your own skills. Be realistic about what you can actually do yourself. Bad DIY work costs more to fix than hiring a pro initially. Mistake 3 is having no contingency fund. Unexpected costs will happen. If your budget is exactly $100,000 with nothing left over, you will go over budget guaranteed. Mistake 4 is choosing the wrong property. Building on difficult terrain, without utilities nearby, or with access problems adds massive costs. Mistake 5 is not getting proper permits. Trying to save a few $100s on permits can result in being forced to tear down work or facing huge fines. Never skip permits. So, can you build a barndominium for under $100,000? Absolutely yes, but you need to be realistic about what that means. You're either getting a shell that you'll finish over time, building very small, or providing massive amounts of your own labor. You're not getting a 2,500 square foot turnkey dream home for $95,000. But you can get a solid, livable, debt-free home that you built with your own hands. And for many people, that's worth way more than a bigger house with a massive mortgage. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe for more honest content about barndominium building, alternative homes, and real construction costs. Drop a comment and tell me, would you be willing to live in a partially finished barndo while you complete it? What's your target budget? And if you're serious about building under 100K, check the description box for resources, cost calculators, and links to reputable shell manufacturers. Thanks for watching, and remember, building smart beats building big every single time. I'll see you in the next one.